Now, it's like we've had a mini break to Fuengirola this morning with the Spanish-style meal we've been tucking into.
Tara Walker from East Coast Cookery School has stayed with us, and it's time for dessert. Now, something I've never had, a creme catalan.
Yes, yeah.
Cottage.
Very like a creme brulee, really.
Yeah.
Nice and light. You can put cornstarch in it or corn flour to thicken it. I prefer to keep it lighter. I just like the texture more that way. But if you were going to do that, you can just add it in now at this stage.
Okay.
So over here, it's like a custard, basically, I'm making. So I just have the cream in the pot. It's 300 mils of cream. Bringing it up to what we call the wobble point, sort of. So it's not actually boiling. It nearly starts to form a tiny bit of a skin. And I'm going to add my orange zest in.
Lovely.
And there isn't always orange zest in it, but I just think it's quite nice to have a nice little freshness. A little bit of vanilla extract. Obviously, vanilla seeds or pods would be nice too. And over here then, I have 4 egg yolks and 60 grams of caster sugar. And I'm just going to give it a good whisk up. And in France, they call this to blanchir it, or to whiten it. So if you keep that in mind, the whole thing is, you know, obviously the egg yolks are quite yellow, but you want to really dissolve the sugar in there. So just give it a bit of welly for a minute.
And that'll take the yellowy, yolky colour.
Yeah, because the sugar's then dissolving. So I don't know if you can see the colour difference there now.
I can see you have the blowtorch.
Yes,
So
we'll have a bit of fun with that now.
I think we need to get the safety goggles that we have there.
DIY disaster.
Use for the blowtorch now.
So what I'm going to do now is just add a very small amount of the cream into the eggs, because I don't want to sort of shock them and scramble them.
Yeah.
So just very, very small amount, slowly going in and whisking at the same time. And then when you sort of feel comfortable that, you know, the eggs are kind of rising in temperature and they're not going to scramble, you can just start to add the rest in. And then we're going to pop it all back into the pot and just bring it up, not quite to a boil, not even a simmer, just to thicken it a bit.
Okay.
So, and just keep whisking.
Their lives of making a custard.
I know.
I'd be terribly nervous doing it, because it's
I
one of those
know.
things to stand over, isn't
Absolutely, yeah. And like, you know, it's kind of funny when I'm doing my cookery classes, you know, I'm making a big portion for lots of people and I want to hurry up, so I really like increase the heat on my gas, and I'm telling everyone, don't do that, because you'd be tempted to kind of speed up. The thing is, as soon as you heat it up too much, it can go lumpy on you, you know. Yeah, absolutely.
So the whole sort of thinking is to be steady, slow.
Absolutely.
Take your time.
Yeah. And like, you can flavour it with lots of different things. Like in our Indian class, we flavour it with saffron and cardamom.
Beautiful.
You know, there's lots of different little twists you can do on it.
A little dash of something.
Yeah, a little bit of amaretto would be nice in there too. Yeah, very nice.
You're a man of amazing taste, aren't you, Tom?
Oh, sure, listen, very exotic.
You cutting the stalks out of your tomatoes for your wife and
I know,
amaretto in your dessert.
Whatever
I have
next.
to give my husband a little
you
shout
have
out. I
to
was
go
thinking
on,
about him when you were talking about it there. He gives me, I'm not a morning person. But you never know when I come here really early. Really not a morning person. And he gives me a cup of tea every morning in bed, which is really, really lovely. So
nice touch.
I have to say a big thanks to him. So, look, we're thickening there nicely. You could even give it another minute or two.
Okay.
And then we're going to just pour it into little ramekins.
Gorgeous.
And then into the fridge and try and let it set for as long as possible. Now, I had to take mine out of the fridge at 6 o'clock this morning, so they're not as set as I would like them to be.
Okay, so would you leave them in overnight?
Yeah,
Karen?
or for the whole day at least, if you can.
Really? Okay.
So here are some I made earlier. And I'm just going to top them with a little bit of sugar.
And the sugar
Any
is...
sugar is fine. It doesn't have to be brown sugar. It's just
And
what
is
I saw
that,
here.
is that how you get the, when you get the blowtorch going,
Yes,
you get that sort of
caramel,
crunchy...
kind of crunchy caramel on the top. And if you didn't have a blowtorch, you could just pop them under the grill.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, very good.
So, nice bit of sugar on here.
And that's going to give you that crack then when you go
Exactly,
through it.
yeah. And
Are you creme brulee?
I was just going to say I had one in France last week, and absolutely delicious.
No
I love
pressure
it.
here, Tara, now.
so I'm just going to torch it now. And
I'd be afraid of
sometimes
mine,
you need to work, like mine have lost their set, but if they're a bit more set from the
It'll
fridge,
sit up on the
yeah,
top.
exactly. There we go. Do you want to have a go of the blowtorch?
I'd love to have a
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to stand over
So
here then.
press this little safety pitch down, and then
Safety.
yeah, it's a little safety clip
Where's
to stop
the
it.
fruit trigger?
There we go. And I'll just put a bit more sugar in it. There we go.
Go on,
Lovely.
Sally.
Want to go again?
Keep going, son. Go on, mate.
Oh, safety.
Safety, yeah.
Oh, getting there now.
And there's another one. Do you want to have a go, Simon?
I'd be afraid of my life. Tara. somebody will
There we
get
go.
injured.
Where's my goggles?
Are we happy to taste?
Yeah, absolutely. Have a little
You
taste
jump in
there.
there, son.
Ideally, if it's set, the sugar sits there. And
Yeah, it does sit
And
on
then you
top.
get a crack on top then when
exactly.
you go through it. Right, Tom,
There we
jump
go, have a
in.
little
Tara,
taste.
thank you. 3
You're most
gorgeous
welcome.
recipes today. All today's recipes are up on the website, or give Tara a shout at the East Coast Cookery School for more details and class times. Up next, Christopher King will be there. Are you here, Christopher? No, he's asleep.